Huge character development tonight for Tatum Paxley as she continues her journey, becoming more and more unhinged. Obviously, tonight, Kalani Jordan was concerned for Tatum Paxley. And I mean, you've been seeing the social media posts. Tatum is not okay after what Wendy Chu did to her last week. And the fact she lost to Kalani Jordan and lost the championship match. Now, Lola Vice would go and check on her, and you would see the fact that she was looking off into the distance. She would give her attention to Lola Vice, but only to berate her and talk about how the fact we can't all be cute, we can't all be beautiful and popular. And that would lead to a match later on in the night between Tatum and Lola Vice. Interesting enough, when Tatum was about to win the match, there was something happen over by the commentary desk, which, by the way, Vic Joseph sold really well, as Wendy Chu jumped the barricade, attacking Kalani Jordan. A distraction for Tatum nearly motivated her to win. Lola, though, would take advantage, that spinning back forearm, and of course Lola Vice would win the match, helping Tatum up. Has Tatum finally found a friend? But if the two look like they're living in a nightmare, it's because this was the sight they were looking at. Wendy Chu holding up the Women's NXT North American Championship. How cool does she look with the belt? For me, it's a really interesting storyline developing with Tatum because quite clearly she wants friends. She wants achievements. She wants success. And, you know, typical in WWE, chances are any friends she finds are going to take advantage of her. Would that be the case? Would it be the case that she finds a family, that Tatum Paxley could finally find some happiness, perhaps? This is things you might have missed from WWE's NXT. Make sure you hit the like button, and if you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button too. Joe Hendry would confront Ethan Page at the start of NXT. By the way, I love the fact that both men have custom microphones. How cool is that? As Ethan Page was leaving, though, it would be Wes Lee attacking Joe Hendry. It did get me thinking, though, because obviously we spoke last week about the idea of Josh Alexander coming to NXT, and apparently the rumours are he is still heading to NXT. Now, could it be that if you get Ethan Page feuding with Joe Hendry, that this is where Josh Alexander shows up? Josh Alexander, a former tag team partner of Ethan Page, and he's in a feud right now on TNA with Joe Hendry. He literally screwed him out of the belt at a recent pay-per-view. Screwing him out of the NXT Championship would definitely further that storyline for TNA. Now it was time for Wes Lee's Why Wes Why. Why did Wes turn on the Rascals last week? And it was a great promo, let's put it that way. He said that Zachary let him down. He said Zach and Trey were not here. When he broke his back trying to be a top star, they weren't there for him. He's done being a caretaker for the Rascals, and now they only come back for the WWE rub. He did sort of tease potentially a match with him and Zach at No Mercy for NXT, but finishing it off with the line from WWE superstar Wes Lee, "I wish you well in your future endeavours." Oh boy, has that ever actually been said on WWE TV before? Well, Pete Dunne would come down to confront Wes. He wants a shot at the belt as well. Joe Hendry would come out for retribution, and the brawl was on. As we set up a triple threat match next week with the winner facing Ethan Page at No Mercy. Surely it has to be Joe Hendry that wins this, right? Brooks Jensen would tell us what a cutthroat place NXT is, and he'd say how great it is now to have someone looking out for him who's not named Brooks Jensen. And then there was a really big twist at the end of this interview promo video package, as they would reveal the film set. They would reveal Shawn Spears stood there, and we'd hear Brooks Jensen say, "Is that okay?" And Shawn Spears say, "That was perfect." Now, obviously, this video, therefore, is staged. They want you to know it's staged. I don't think we've ever seen anything like this. This is like Shawn Spears making, like, propaganda videos that he's really good. That could be interesting. Don't know where that's going to go, but I like it. Wren Sinclair was excited tonight as Charlie Dempsey got his opportunity at the Heritage Cup versus Tony D'Angelo, the first match of the night. And I'm actually going to shock a few people and praise it. I think the fact we've had this long-term rivalry between Charlie and Tony made this match feel more important. With Wren Sinclair's inclusion as well, it was good. Now, Tony D'Angelo would score the first fall. A huge criticism, of course, with this match, and it always is the commercial break. There are actual breaks in this match. yet we miss an entire round. We come back to round 3 with just mere seconds on it. Charlie Dempsey would draw the score at 1-1 during round 4, and with the giant assist from Wren Sinclair, Charlie Dempsey would knock off the Don, and Charlie Dempsey would become the new Heritage Cup champion. Now, obviously, a lot of story here. First thing to mention is that butterfly suplex bridge by Charlie Dempsey was just beautiful. But look at this. Wren Sinclair here, putting herself right in the middle of No Quarter Catch crew. Obviously, Tavion Heights would be on the right of Charlie Dempsey as well normally, but this is going to be cool. Obviously, we saw Wren Sinclair, a difference maker in the match, trying to fire up Charlie Dempsey the way she did Tavion Heights a few weeks ago too. And talking of Tavion Heights, obviously he was mentioned backstage by Wren. He is actually in Pro Wrestling Noah right now, wrestling in the N1. And there's a lot of praise for him on social media. Genuinely, he's been doing this belly-to-belly suplex, and there's like a delay to it. It's like he's doing it in slow motion. It's absolutely incredible. I hope he utilises that when he comes back to NXT. After losing to Pete Dunne last week, Trick Williams this week would have a video package telling us his story at 18 and how people would throw bricks through his car. He followed 3 guys up to their dorm room and it didn't go well for him. But didn't matter because every time Trick Williams gets knocked down, Trick Williams will find a way to figure it out. And he says he wants a rematch with Pete Dunne because he's going to figure him out. I have no idea why Pete Dunne was in the female makeup room, but he was, and he did watch the promo. He was asked if there was going to be a rematch, and he said no. He said that now Pete Dunne's focus is on the NXT Championship. Maybe should be on Sheamus as well. I mean, he is facing him on Raw on Monday. So we found out we're getting an eliminator gauntlet for No Mercy, where the winner will receive a shot at the NXT Women's Championship. Now, the people involved in this are listed as Wren Sinclair, Adrianna Rizzo, Sol Ruca, Jaida Parker, Kendal Gray, and Karmen Petrovic. The names in the gauntlet were drawn at random during 2 parts during the show, and I love that in between we set some stuff up with possibilities of people being in the actual gauntlet match, and then of course afterwards as well. I like this, using something to grow some seeds for other things too. That's good. Everyone's favourite hosts from the Great American Bash, Hank and Tank, are scheduled for a match next week versus the OC. I'm excited for that. I like Hank and Tank. Let's do it. The mystery opponent of Oba Femi was revealed as Otis. Obviously, after last night's encounter on Raw, there was a spot in this match where Otis seemingly banged the back of his head on the steel steps, and it seemed to like ricochet off quite hard. He did seem in the match a little bit off afterwards. I don't know if it was like an injury and stuff. I do feel like it was more selling from Otis because he looked rough, and then the second Oba Femi would attack Akira Tozawa, all it did was fire up Otis. As we've seen on Raw, Otis coming to life to aid his teammates in Alpha Academy. Now, this match wouldn't be Otis's to win though, as Oba Femi delivered a giant, absolutely giant powerbomb out of the corner. He even sit down with it as well. Absolutely beautiful. As Otis lost, Oba Femi wins the North American Championship match. This week, though, prior to the match, we'd see Oba Femi cutting off the Don of NXT, Tony D'Angelo. We've been seeing this for weeks now with Tony interrupting Oba, etc. Is this something? There's something brewing here. Are we going to get Tony D'Angelo versus Oba Femi? Izzy Dane would pick up a huge win tonight over Brittany Reese. And then it was all eyes on our main event for the NXT Tag Team Championships. A definitely high-profile, high-drama match, and we would see Chase U walk away with a tag gold, thanks to Ridge Holland. Ridge Holland is the man who got the 3 count, bringing gold to Chase U. And look at this, the celebration was insane. Confetti literally everywhere in the WWE Performance Center. Chase U totally deserved this win. For me, NXT tonight, a very solid 7.5 out of 10. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Like the video, share the video, and if you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. And as you may have seen earlier in the video, something new is coming tomorrow. See you then. Peace!